Hey everybody, it's Bianca and Chili. Hey Chili. Chili. Hey everybody, this is another random video on this super awesome YouTube channel that I'm so grateful to have. If you are coming online, whether you're live or not, do me a huge favor. You already know. Let me know who you are and where you are watching from. In this video, I am going to be talking about what van life is really like. And if you're new to this channel, I welcome you. My name is Bianca. I have a 10-year-old son named Carter, and we live in a 1989 Ford Econoline that we've had for about 2 years now. Every now and then we take breaks. Uh, we take breaks during the summertime, kind of like now, where we're not in our van for maybe a week or two, sometimes a little bit more. But essentially, the van is our home. And yeah, I feel the need to really talk about what it's like to live in a van, like what it's really like, because there's so much fluff, I feel like, online. Because I mean, just like when you're at home, you don't post pictures of like your room dirty, or you don't like badmouth your job and stuff like that, or whatever. You try to keep it positive. But van life is something really unique, and I feel the need to clear the air, because van life is a culture, and van life is a lifestyle that completely changes your character. Okay? And I feel like it's for the better, honestly. Like, I mean, I felt like a reptile shedding or something when I decided to do van life. I mean, it was more than what I expected. I thought it was just going to be an experience and a memory. I didn't realize that it was literally going to change the trajectory of everything. And so anyways, all right, let me say hello, see who's online. Hi Beverlyn, how are you? Hi Daryl. Hey, how are you guys? Who is this? L.E.G for life. Hi from Vallejo. Hey, Truckin' Divas. Hi, Dee. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy you're online. Oh, this is so exciting. I love it when people find me on YouTube, and the more that they interact, then I start searching them up online, and I'm following Dee on Instagram, and now we're Facebook friends, and I just freaking love it. When you guys are interacting, because I feel like so much closer to you, and it gives me the confirmation. It lets me know that I'm going to meet so many more of you guys in person, which I would love to do, because I spend so much time with, it's always me and my son, and then like our close friends, and we meet a lot of people as well. But for the people that are always interacting with us, that really know our journey, I can't wait to meet you guys. If I have not met you already, because I have met quite a few people that follow our YouTube channel, which has been awesome. So anyways, so to kind of give you an idea of where I'm at, let me see, parked for the night. Oh, cool, yay! Well, I'm glad you tuned in. Okay. Oh, I wish we were sitting next to each other. Okay, I'm trying to visualize in my mind that everybody online right now, that we're all sitting together in a room, just chilling out. Okay, so Bianca's taking the floor. Okay. So let me give you guys some updates. In a nutshell, I'll try to make this brief. Our van is parked in a RV storage place while we are taking a little break. Carter's 6 minutes down the street with his dad, and we resume traveling full time on Tuesday. And so over the past couple weeks, we've been working on some secret projects that are all really good. Things that are secret because I've either signed a contract, or just plain old I've been advised, just don't talk about it until it's ready yet. And so anyways, it's been hard, like keeping secrets, and like trying to figure out what to do next, because we have so many different, yeah, that one, filmmaker Jay, yeah, that one, that's one of them. Okay. So anyways, we're going through, like, I feel like what's called growing pains, because all these amazing things are happening right now for us, and our story is really like inspiring so many families around the world to truly just define and design their family's future the way that they want, instead of doing things always the more conventional approach, the conventional way. So, anyways, me being a speaker and then being able to utilize my gifts and travel and truly do what I love from all different directions is very rewarding, but I'm still trying to wrap my head around like everything, because there's just so much that's happening. But like, I don't know, it's just wild, y'all. And so anyways, one of the things that I can talk about is that I'm writing this book. I'm Guys, oh my goodness, this is probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And I think this is because it's my first time doing it. I might be overthinking it. I don't know. But, anyways, there's so much that has happened through the course of me writing this book. And I'm going to make sure that it's worth the read. I'm just going to tell you that, because it's very transparent. It's very like direct. Like, this is the perfect book for anybody to read that wants to learn how to carve their own way in life and how to get through just some emotionally really challenging events, and like pretty much how to get rid of self-sabotage. And these things, they are principles that I practice that have really helped me in so many ways. They helped me get through everything emotionally, and I'm forever grateful. So I have to share them with you all. I'm gonna read some of these comments. Okay. Someone's asking me, where did the mat come from? Okay. So I'm at my friend's house, guys. I don't know the history behind this artwork, although I wish that I did, because I keep asking my friend. I keep saying, like, where'd you get that from? And they told me the store that they got it from. But I know it's so cool, guys. I feel like I want to take you guys a little closer. Can you see, like, at the bottom there's like this little, look, it's a bat. Can you see that? And then like above it there's a beetle right there. Isn't that really cool? It's so awesome, right? Yeah. And so anyways, I just like filming right here because I got a little pretty tapestry. Ah, and then it's good lighting. So but anyways, man, I love going live with you guys. It's so cool. Oh man. Okay, so back to the video, because we got more people popping on here. All right. So, what is van life really like? All right. The first 30 days are the craziest, because you're trying to figure out how to adjust to such a small space. I mean, it gets to the point where eventually you learn how to do the tango, like to do everything you need to do. It's like, you can get something out of the refrigerator, turn off the engine, like, grab a paper towel and open the window all in 3 seconds. Okay. Like, it's like, up in there. And so, anyways, it's also a lot of moving around. All right. Van life is not as cheap as people think it is if you're trying to live like the picture perfect version of van life that you see on Instagram, where people are always in these beautiful exotic destinations in the middle of nowhere, and there's pretty sunsets and all these wild animals and blah, 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 blah. If you're moving and shaking and you're not in a van parked down by the river, okay, it's expensive. All right. It's really, really, really expensive. Well, gas is anyway. I mean, like, we get 8 miles per gallon, and we're in California. Gas is like what, $4? What, $4.39 right now? So anyway, it's crazy. So it's expensive. You got to have like some sort of budget around that. All right. Now, what's another thing I want to talk about that's not mentioned? Okay, let's talk about. Oh, this is a big one. I could make a separate one for this one, man. Okay, let's talk about hygiene. Before I started van life, I was like this woman, always my hair was straightened, wearing perfume, nails always painted, and just super classy. Woo, blah, 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 blah. Van life is not a classy thing. Okay? Van life is a very hippie thing. You if you want to be resourceful, if you want to be efficient and you want to enjoy your journey, you can't be taking showers every day. Sorry. I mean, not unless you're parked in the very like same spot. All right? Like van life is, if you want to be in those pretty destinations that you see all on Instagram, this means that you're going to be where there's not that many access to, where there's not that much access to water other than what you have on board, right? You want to stay out there for a long period of time. You know, I want to say to give you an example, we take showers 3 to 4 times a week, which is not too bad, but for me, is bad. Carter, my son, he's a boy. To him, it's not, the biggest deal in the world. But every single van lifer that I've ever talked to, everybody says the same thing. Like, it's just you you have these moments where um like you're posting on Instagram and you're obviously not going to take a picture of you looking a hot mess. Okay? And so on Instagram it looks like people are just all, everybody's always polished, most of the people, for the, most part. So if you're trying to do van life, you got to be willing to like skip a couple showers here and there. You honestly do. Like, I'm being super upfront and real with you because you only have so much water on board and you don't want to be stopping every other day to get water. Okay. So anyways, I'm reading some comments here and seeing what people are talking about. I see Trucking Mama, Trucking Diva laughing at me. Girl, yes. I know you understand because you're in a truck. But what's cool is like, okay, I love truck stops. Let's talk about that. This is another thing about van life I don't really hear people talk about. I love camping at the truck stops. Like, Love's is my favorite. Flying J's, Pilot, those are like, we love camping at these truck stops. We always feel safe. A lot of them are really unique and like have cool places where you can go and just chill out. And then what's another thing? Oh, and then they have showers. And then, for the truckers who accumulate points, then you can earn points and get free showers. They have Wi-Fi, all kinds of stuff. And we also can do our RV dump there, which is, incredible. And and yeah, you don't have to hide, right? Like, going to the truck stop, like, nobody cares if you're sleeping in your, in your car. Like, nobody's tripping. And yeah, I actually enjoy sleeping there over probably Walmart because I just feel like there's some weird people at Walmart. So you know what I mean? And so okay, another thing I want to bring about, camping at Walmart. Camping at Walmart is something that I heard of 2 years ago, and apparently, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but the founder of Walmart, I guess, was like homeless or something at some point. So he made some sort of kind of like promise that anybody traveling through the area or that is homeless could use the lot and stay on it in their vehicles, but they have to be parked far in the back and they have to keep their area clean and just like, and so, anyways, a lot of places were allowing free camping like this. But now you see there's this van life movement, all right? Van life is trending. You got millions of people sleeping in their vehicles now, and Walmart is like pumping the brakes. And the way they're starting to get around that is they're saying, man, it's like a safari up in here. Like, so the way that they're getting around that is by saying, oh, well, this is private property. We are leasing the lot. We don't own it. And this, promise only applies to if, the Walmart owns that lot, blah, 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 blah. And so anyways, it's just getting harder to park at Walmart. So getting out there doing van life right now and moving forward, no matter what, finding parking is going to be harder. Like, it's going to be a bit harder to stealth camp because people know, what you're doing. But like, not being able to camp at Walmart, I mean, not, you can still camp at Walmart. It's just, I feel like you have to check. You really do, because if you don't see security or you got to look at the signs, because otherwise you don't want somebody interrupting you at night, which is going to happen anyway. So moving on to my next topic, as we're just moving right along here, getting knocks, all right? If you're sleeping in a van or RV somewhere off, whatever, and somebody calls the police on you or whatever, it is uncomfortable to get those knocks, but you just have to move right along because, you guys want to know something funny? The first 3 times a police came or security came knocking on my van door, I was like offended. Okay, I was offended. Like they woke me up at 2 o'clock in the morning, knocking on my house door. Okay, and I'm the one in the wrong here. I'm in the wrong parking spot, but I'm the one getting offended. Getting offended is not gonna help anything. It's like you lucky they didn't tow your car while you sleep. So, anyways, yeah, you have to pay attention to signs because the reality is that you can get away with a lot stuff camping, but it's just it's getting harder. So everybody out there that's thinking about doing van life, most of the time you're going to be stealth camping. So I got another subject too I want to talk about with this stealth camping. If you're trying to do van life and you're already visualizing the type of van or rig that you want to have and you're thinking about how you want to decorate it and all this and that and blah blah blah, don't. If you're trying to stealth camp, you got to have an incognito rig that looks something like a moving truck or just something plain and doesn't look all super fancy, because otherwise if somebody looks out of their window and they see like this groovy vehicle outside, like they're going to be like, what is going on? They're not going to feel safe. And so, yeah, don't do that to your vehicle. You don't want people identifying your vehicle. Have some sort of van or something that is not going to be that recognizable. Okay. Wait, I see some more people coming online. Chuck and D was just dying laughing. Hey, Camper Van Calvin. How are you? Oh my goodness. Hey, Tony TV. What's up? Hi. Oh my goodness. I wish Carter were right here right now. He would be so excited. You are totally one of our super just top favorites. And he's always just so freaking excited. I'll have to play this for him later. So anyways, I'm trying to think. What's another thing that I want to talk about? Real life, van life. I would have to say another thing that people don't really talk about is where people go to bathroom, like when you're on the road, because not everybody's van has a toilet like that has an actual plumbing system so that they can do a gray water and white water dump. There's been lots of van lifers that you see online. Nobody ever thinks about this, okay? When you're looking on Instagram, you see people with these cool rigs, but they don't have toilets, all right? And you don't see a toilet. Think about it. Where are they using the bathroom, right? Like, that's another lifestyle aspect of your life that you're gonna have to consider. Like, there's some van lifers that pee in bottles, like detergent, containers. Just like I've heard it all. I've heard people like digging holes to go, poop. There's people that say they just go find a toilet in the morning or something. I don't have time to be chasing a toilet in the morning. I don't have time for that. See, that would completely change my van life situation up. So, no. Okay. Anyway, if you're watching this video, give this video a thumbs up. Where is everybody? Where is everybody? I know it went live randomly, but I'm like, are we the only lames or what that are in on a Friday night? No, I'm just kidding. But I'm glad you guys are here. Who's online with me? Say hi, y'all. Who's here? Hi, Pie Management. Thank you so much for the compliments on my hair. Went to look at Class B's RVs today. Oh, cool. Yeah, I actually was looking at RVs today myself. I was looking at travel trailers because we want more space. Like, I want office space and I want to slow down our travels to be like more situated, because honestly, I'm just tired of driving right now, and it is very expensive, but I'm really just tired of driving. Like, I really want to like go find a nice spot in a like cool campground that looks somewhere far out and just take it easy for a little bit. But we want more space if we're going to do that, because fall is approaching, followed by winter, of course. And being in the van, because it's so small, is perfect for heat, because the van is insulated so well. I mean, we've slept in negative weather before, and like, 13-degree weather, and it was fine. Like, we have a thermostat and, really good blankets. And it actually was like a lot of fun. It felt like sleeping in some sort of cabin. And so, anyways, we're looking at rigs, but at the same time, we're dealing with these real life struggles, like these realities of, like, I'm trying to get a new rig, but apparently getting a rig these days is super challenging, because anybody can just buy a rig and then just go off the grid, and these people would not get it back. So, in order to get a new rig, you have to have like a 720 credit score, and what else did they say? Just like a whole bunch of other stuff. And so my credit score is not a 720. It's not that far off, but it's not a 720. So, anyways, I don't know, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh, that was another big one. They want 20% down. Okay, yeah. So 720 credit score, and they still want 20% down, y'all. But this is just a dealership. So what I think I'm gonna do is maybe in a month, because I need to pay down some credit cards. Like, running this business, well, several businesses, and self-funding is tough sometimes, and so I need to pay off my credit cards, and then my credit score will go up a couple points. Then I'm going to try to save up 20% and then buy it. I mean, but that's a lot of money if I'm trying to get a new rig, because the rig that we were looking at, I think, is like $35,000, which to me is not that much money, because it's a whole home, you know what I mean, on wheels. But that down payment, though, like, I don't know, so anyways, let me see who else is online. More people are coming online. This is great. Hey, everybody. This is awesome. And shout out to the people that are going to be watching this video later. If you're watching this video now and the video is no longer live, thank you for getting to this point of 22 minutes and 47 seconds, because you got some ability to focus. Shout out to your attention span, okay? So, and that goes the same to the people that are still online. You guys are amazing. Trucking Diva, I cannot wait to meet you. Like, I'm so glad that we're connected on Insta and Facebook as well, because I feel like you're family. I honestly do. So I love it. And me and Trucking Diva D, man, we're always like passing each other. Like, literally, I follow her on Instagram. She follows me. But I post places online, okay, when I'm not there. Like, even right now, I'll tell you guys a little secret. And I do this because I want to always feel safe. So I'm not in Los Angeles right now, but I tag Los Angeles because I'm going to be there, but I don't want people stalking me. So I wait, and the last place that I was, I like tag it after the like, well, whatever. I lost my words there. But anyways, so sometimes when I'm following D online, I'll see that literally she's like a city away or a state away. And I'm like, oh my God, she drove through this area and I missed her. Dang it. I'm like, because I'd be ready to just jump in somebody's car and say, like, take me to the freeway so I can get a hug from this woman that like follows us on Instagram and YouTube. You know what I mean? So, I guess it's just life on the road. So anyways, who else is online with me? You guys are awesome. Let me see. What else do I want to talk about of like what van life is really like? Um, I want to talk about, okay, I guess the next thing would be receiving mail. People always want to know, like, okay, well, what do you do for mail? How do you get it? What's worked really well for us is to have a UPS mailbox because it's a physical address, unlike a PO box. What does that mean? That means that we can use it for things that you cannot use a PO box for. So we can use it to get our passports, driver's license, any type of ID, and then we can receive packages. UPS will sign for them and so on. And so anyways, we've that's been working really well for us. It's about $30 a month though, which I realize I think is it's getting kind of expensive. But if we pay in advance, which I just learned, if we pay the full year in advance, then we save like 2 or 3 months worth of fees. But anyways, what we do is whenever we are going to be somewhere for at least a week, we then call UPS up and have them forward our mail to us while we're there. And we will literally just use like whatever address we can. Usually, if we're staying somewhere for about a week, we're going to be staying with some family or some friends. And then, therefore, we just use their address, and that's how we get our mail. So, we only check our mail about 4 to 6 times a week. So, if you're considering doing van life, you are going to have to put all of your stuff, well, you should, on paperless statements, things like that, because like you just don't have time to be trying to catch the mail and so forth. So anyways, oh, shout out to Phoenix Rising. Thank you, new subscriber. I'm so excited to have so many new people on this channel. Recently, I made it to 30,000 subscribers, and it would not have happened without every single one of you. Every single one of you matters, guys. I'm like, wow, 30,000 people. That's a lot of people. Like, think about 30,000 people like standing outside somewhere. That is a lot of people. So I'm just forever grateful. Shout out to T Brown. Hi, how are you guys? Oh, I love it when you guys pop in and tell me who's online. Hi, I see There She Glows. Hey, thank you so much for the comment. Yay, this is great. Man, I'm so glad I got on live because I was writing my book and I've been doing this all day. Man, there's this cat here and this cat is weird. It likes to like hide behind things and like, well, maybe that's not that weird. I don't know. But anyways, it's a cool cat, but just a little different. It looks like his name is Frederick and it's a little snooty. But let me stop. I feel like that's like a joke for my friend's house. Like when they watch this video later, because I say that about their cat. I'm like, your cat looks like his name is Frederick, and he's from like the early, 1600s. And I just like make up the story. I love doing that, like people watching, and I even do it with like animals. Like, okay, I know I'm going super off topic here, but this is funny. Okay. So I played this game with my friend the other day, and I go, hey, Dara. I go, if Chili, right, my dog, I'm like, if Chili were a human being, what would he look like? I'm telling you, it is like the funniest game. And so, anyway, going back to what we were talking about receiving mail. Yeah, that's how you're going to have to. That's one of the ways that you can receive mail. Otherwise, you can just use one of your friends or your family members' address for mail. But look at it like this. How are you going to have it forwarded? Right? That would mean that you would be putting that job on, your family member to, gather all that up for you and then send it. Okay. Trucking Diva said, am I self-publishing? I think that what I'm going to do for the first couple of copies is self-publish. And then that's just in case, because I don't know how to like land publisher deals yet. I made some phone calls and the phone calls that I was able to take, they seemed like they were pretty interested in my manuscript, but they told me to just let them know when it's finished. And they told me different types of publishing deals that they could offer. But I don't, I'm new to this whole process. So yeah, I want to try to self-publish, but ultimately I definitely want to get published. And I want to do that because they will provide so many resources to me that will allow me to do like PR tours and all kinds of stuff without it coming out of, my budget, my own personal budget. Because self-funding a business is hard. I've been doing it for years, and I'm trying to get out of that. Like, I one of the things I want to work on is applying for business loans and grants and things like that. So, anyways, uh, let me see who else is on here. Thanks for the comments. I appreciate you guys. Okay, I'm trying to think of some more things that I could talk about van life, like the realities. If anybody has any questions too, please comment and let me know. That might spark some ideas. Um, Another thing. Ooh, I got a good one. Okay, I got a good one. This one nobody ever talks about. Okay, insurance. Okay, insurance on your van if you're doing van life. Ooh, you got to be real strategic about this one. Okay, because you can't tell your insurance company that you live in this van. Okay, they they're not gonna insure it. Okay, you don't want to do that. This is like volunteering information. I'm not saying that you should lie. I'm saying that you should not volunteer that you live in the van that you're trying to insure. Just because like this is a new thing and like it's kind of like just don't do it. And so um when you are uh getting insured for your van, another thing that I want people to think about is if it's an older van or an older rig, it's harder to get roadside assistance or roadside coverage because you have an older vehicle that's more likely to break down. And the way we found out is we had it on our policy, and then when we actually broke down like twice within probably 2 months having it, they were like, we didn't mean to give this to you. Somebody messed up when whatever. And then we had to find out the hard way. And that is what led us to getting AAA. Thank God. So that's another thing too, is that, yeah, if you're going to be on the road, you're going to have breakdowns. It doesn't matter what kind of rig or vehicle you have. It's just part of the journey. It's going to happen. It's just like the same way you have to maintenance your home is the same way you have to maintenance your vehicle. And sometimes things go wrong, right? Sometimes in the house, pipes burst, whatever. In the van, tires, right? You need to get new tires. You might hit a pothole, whatever the case. You want to have some sort of roadside assistance. You are nuts if you don't have roadside assistance. And it's really inexpensive. I mean, inexpensive. Did I just make a new word or what? Okay, so anyway, AAA, if you get it, you want to make sure that you have inexpensive. Let me stop. You want to make sure that you have AAA that is the premier AAA, not the regular AAA, because there's a difference. You get more mileage on your towing if you have the AAA premier coverage. You also get, I think, like another tow or more fuel. What else? Lockout services. I don't know. It's just a little bit more than the standard one. And it has something to do with the tow trucks. If you have a big rig, you need to have a specific type of tow truck come and get you in the event of, your vehicle breaks down. Because for the standard tow trucks, the RV won't make it on there. Like there's legal, stuff where, you just can't put your rig on there because a driver might be going through, on a highway, and then your rig is up high, and then next thing you know, crash because like the driver's trying to go under a bridge and your RV's too high, right? You don't want to deal with that. Let's see. Hey, Gina. Hey, oh my goodness. Yeah, I will give you all the advice that you need in the world. I'm telling you, if you guys take some advice from me, coming from somebody who didn't even know that there was a van life culture, I had no assistance. We got in our van and it was like a spaceship to us. I didn't even know, like, the biggest question that I had when I bought our rig was, when we pee and poop, where does it go? Okay, because I wanted to know. I promise you, we had this thing for about a whole week, because when we bought it, they said, well, when you use the bathroom, you want to change it at least like every 7 to 10 days, right? And if you're gonna be in it full time. So I'm like, okay, we're on day number 7, everything's still good, I don't smell anything. I'm wondering, where is it going? I don't see anything, right? So I'm like, okay, it's time to find out. I went to a KOA, Campground of America, and I went inside and literally asked these people. I came in, I was like, excuse me, I just bought a rig last week, and like I need to like do this thing called a dump, which also sounds really weird, right? So you're going to people, you're like, oh, I need to do a dump. Don't that just sound strange? So anyways, the guy's looking at me like, yeah, and I'm like, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me? And he's like, yeah, I guess. So anyways, our first time doing the dump was like, oh my gosh, it was a hot mess. I'm glad that I got it on camera. And we actually have that on our YouTube channel. It's like our first Blackwater experience. That is seriously real. Like, I was tripping. Like, our toilet overflowed. Okay, I was running out of the camper with the hose and literally wanted to throw the whole camper away, right? Because I'm like, So, so anyways, yeah, I mean, it was weird. So anyways, going back to that, yeah, I learned a lot not knowing anything previously. To like, I didn't even know anything about campgrounds. I never even went camping, like real camping. I had been glamping before at big festivals, but I didn't have an outdoor lifestyle growing up, like, ever. I was born and raised in the Midwest, very sheltered, and I had to get used to being outdoors a lot, and it was nice. It's really nice. And it was only recently, though, that we actually bought a tent, and now we not just glamp, but we actually pitch our tent now that we know how to put it up in less than an hour and a half. Because at first, I'm telling you guys, like, me and Carter trying to put up a tent, oh my goodness, was like comedy. I wish I would have recorded it, because we seriously didn't know how to put up a tent. And now looking back at it, we could put up a tent in like 5 minutes, if not less, probably 2. I mean, seriously. But yeah, or same with building a fire, right? These are little things that you're gonna have to learn if you're trying to live the RV van life. You're gonna have to learn how to start a fire, how to level your RV. That's another big one a lot of people don't really talk about, is that if you have a refrigerator on board, or you're wanting to cook on board, or in general, in order to keep all your stuff together and so there won't be any leaks or anything coming from anywhere in your vehicle, you want to have it leveled. I mean, you need to have some leveling blocks or something, because everywhere you go, it's just not going to be leveled, and you will feel the difference when you go to sleep, even if it's just a little bit. And let me tell you, it's not worth being uncomfortable because your van is like tilting like this. So what you want to also do is have what we have in our van are these little things, those little stickers that you can put up that can show you whether or not you're leveled or not. So we have 2 of those, one in the front, one in the back, and then that's how we use it to see how leveled we are. Oh my goodness, that's another big one that I want to talk about. I feel like this is like a ranting live Q&A / discussion, topic of the day, random video. Okay, so all right, anyways, I wish I could stay. Okay, I'm gonna stay on here like 5 more minutes, which equals 15. Okay. Let me stop. If you guys know me, I know you're laughing, because when I say 5 minutes, that usually means 15 more minutes, but my battery life is seeming to kick me off these days. But anyways, yeah, we have the little sticker to keep us leveled. And the other thing I want to talk about is being organized. Woo! Oh my goodness. You can't do van life or RV life or truck life or whatever unless you are organized, because otherwise stuff gets broken. I'm telling you. And you don't want stuff to break because you only have so many coffee mugs, so many bowls, plates, whatever. You only have so many. What you got is what you got. So being organized allows you to have a journey that is going to be less stressful. And so what this means is that when you cook or do whatever, you need to put it back right away. And your van or your rig needs to be set up in a way that is going to strap everything down or allow you to be able to put things like really, put things away really quickly, because there's like, secure hooks and cabinets and just like all kinds of stuff. So what Carter and I do is we have this saying where I'll tell Carter, I'll be like, all right, Carter, let's prepare for takeoff. And what that means is anything that could possibly break, it needs to go away, right? And we literally start going around the van and like putting everything up. And then I'll sit in the front seat and I'll be like, Carter, is the cabin secure for takeoff? Like I literally say this, and he'll be like, let me check. Let me check. And he'll go around. And because if we don't, oh my goodness, cups that might have water in them or bottles or whatever, it's falling off. The refrigerator's opening because we didn't secure it. The cabinet's opening. Now food's coming out. And it's just, it's not cool. Stuff is flying off the top bunk. You have to stay organized. Like you just have to. You got to be really strategic with your space. So if you're not an organized person and you're trying to do van life, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Van life is going to change that like all the way. I mean, it is. So yeah, another thing I want to talk about will be filmmaker Jay says, do I feel like camping is the biggest mental reset? I do. What I love about camping is being able to like be in fresh air, and I can hear like crickets or frogs. I like being able to hear and feel like the outdoors. It just makes me feel really like one with just the earth. And it makes me feel very grounded, and I sleep so well. I mean, just absolutely incredible. So we always sleep like right next to our van. So it kind of is weird because since our van is our home, it feels like having a house and camping in your backyard. So it's kind of like we're still glamping because we can just go inside the van and pee or cook or whatever. But but anyways, yeah. Okay, let's see. Somebody says real van life living says, trust me, it will come out of your budget. You will have to recoup all of that money before you see the profit. I've talked about so many things on here, so I'm not exactly sure where we're at, but anyways, someone says, hello, how do you level the van if you're trying to be stealth? Okay, that's a good question. If you're trying to level the van and be stealth, you pretty much can't, okay? Because that's very obvious that you're stealth camping, so you just need to find a spot that is leveled as much as possible. Otherwise, you just need to deal with it. Because chances are, if you are trying to be like hidden, or not so obvious where you are, then I lost it. I hate when that happens. I was like thinking of two different things at once. But anyways, okay, that's what I was going to say. If you're somewhere where you're trying to be like hidden, you're not going to be that long for anyway. So not putting, blocks up to level your rig for a night, it's not so bad, because also you're probably not even getting there until late, right? Let me see. Okay, Truckin' Diva said that she sleeps better in her truck than she did in the house hotel. Yeah, isn't that wild? Same. Like the best sleep that I've ever gotten in my entire life has been in this van. It's a 1989 Ford Econoline van, and I'm like, before this, I had a really expensive bed that I spent thousands and thousands of dollars on. Like this was the bed of my dreams. Like I slept on an air mattress for 9 months straight and even put bubble gum on the holes in the blow up mattress because I was saving up to get the bed of my dreams. Now I have the van of my dreams. No, the van of my dreams. But anyways, yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Like it's so crazy. I mean, stealth camping and being around so much, but still being able to sleep so well. Maybe it has to do something with like this cozy feeling, like being in a tree house or being in a log cabin or something. Like being in a small space, I think it does that. It hugs you and makes you feel safe or something because that is exactly how I feel in the van. Like there hasn't been one night where I have ever like not felt safe, ever, ever, ever. And if we even feel uncomfortable where we're at, we're moving. We're not camping in scary places. Hey, I see. Is it Miss Aura? Hey, or Aora? Please forgive me if I'm saying that wrong. But hey, I see you from Thailand. Hi. This is so cool. Everybody's popping online. You guys are amazing. I appreciate you so much. Okay. I'm gonna be on here I'm gonna try to go 2 more minutes. Let me see. I don't know how much battery life I have. Okay. All right, there we go. I got 14% battery life. But anyways, what's another thing about real life van life that I want to talk about? I think it would probably be, another thing would be parking, like where we camp. That is another thing that I can't stress enough because always on Instagram, like I said, you always see us parked in really cool destinations. But from all the van lifers and RV folks that I've talked to, well, mostly van lifers that I've talked to, most of the time we're stealth camping. And nobody ever posts on IG a picture of their vehicle stealth camping. You won't see it. Like, you won't because it's just weird. But, yeah, like most of the time we're actually, stealth camping. We only spend so much money. Our budget for campgrounds is $30 a week. And that's only because the only day we want to camp on the campground is on Sundays. And that's just because Sunday is our refresh day where we go and clean up everything in the van. So what that means is like we are doing laundry and deep cleaning the van, our black water, gray water dump, vacuuming, cleaning out the fridge, restocking the fridge, and refilling our gas tank, maybe doing like a car wash, things like that. We do it on Sunday, that way we can have a smooth week and not have to do all these errands. We get like fresh water, all that stuff. And so that's a really busy day for us. And if we can find a campground that has a lot of those amenities that we need, right, like the RV dump and a laundry mat, if it has a little market not too far from it, and if we can have a campfire, something like that, then it's really cool because, yeah. And then we look at it as if like instead of running around everywhere and spending so much money on gas, we can pay the difference of, let's see, the average black and gray water dump that we do is like $12, right? Well, we found a campground that's $30, and we don't mind paying the difference because we're not having to run around everywhere to, to get different things. Well, actually, we still do because we got to go. Oh, well, if a campground has propane, a laundromat, and, we can do the black and gray water dump, that's what we're aiming for because it already helps us save money on gas. So, anyways, staying on a campground for at least once a night allows us some time to, like, relax after that long day. So, Trucking Diva says, on average, how much would I say I spend monthly or weekly on gas? It depends. It really depends on how much driving we're going to do, which usually is a lot, but I don't have my budget thing in front of me right now, but we usually spend about $2,000 a month altogether, not on fuel, but this was with like gas and everything. But that's like if we're moving. You know, we're always moving. We're never camped anywhere for more than 2 days. Usually, not more than 2 days. But I would say it's all of our expenses come down to, was it $42 a day per person? I don't know. I can't remember. Somebody do the math. But it depends on where we're at too, because right now gas in California is ridiculously expensive. It's $4 and some change, versus in the Midwest, gas is like $2 and some change. So you know it varies, but gas is definitely our biggest expense. We spend so much on gas. So now, you know, I decided if I ever get another credit card, I'm gonna get like a gas card or something. But we do have that cool Loves membership. I see William Lewis. Hi, how are you? Hey, William, let me know. Are you the William that I'm also friends with on Facebook? There's this William that I'm friends with, and he's also a van lifer. And he's an African American van lifer, which is, you know, really cool because I don't see too many black males on the road. A girl has no name. Hey, what's going on? I see Beverly. She says, "Are you less stressed living in the van?" Heck yes. Heck yes. Heck yes. Heck yes. Heck yes. And the reason why is because everything is right at your fingertips, and things are more simple because it's less dishes, less laundry, just like less of everything. You know, less rushing, because you're not having to worry about traffic. You're not trying to like hurry up and get home to cook dinner, use the bathroom, change your clothes. It don't matter. Like, you just don't have to rush. So it definitely is less stress. The only stress that we encounter is finding a reliable Wi-Fi signal. That's about it. Like, we go Wi-Fi hunting all the time. And then probably watching the gas hand go down, because honestly, it's expensive. Like, but okay, people are asking about, oh, cool, that's the William. Hey, good, nice. I'm glad you're on here. Okay, so I see 2 more questions, and then I'm gonna, if you have any more questions, make sure you answer now, because I'm definitely only gonna stay on for about 2 or 3 more minutes, because otherwise my phone is gonna kick me off, because it told me that I have like 10% battery life. So anyways, somebody's asking about, okay, someone says, how do you keep Carter on track with school? Carter goes to an online school called Connections Academy. And what I love about this is that it allows me to homeschool, but it's accredited and there's a curriculum already established, and Carter has a teacher and classmates and everything. So we follow that. And every day Carter has so many assignments that he has to complete, and he still gets his grades and like all of that type of support and so forth. So that's how we, you know, we keep him on track. But aside from that, we do use Google Calendar, and that's really helpful, because whenever I'm not side by side with Carter, then Carter knows, okay, you know, you should be working on math or whatever. But ultimately, there's so much flexibility in the program. We just overall try to stick to having a set routine that follows us wherever we are. It doesn't matter. But the goal is to get schoolwork done between 9 and 3 o'clock. That is like, we get it done by 3. We still got a whole bunch of play time, chill time, cook time, video game time, you know, etc. Somebody said, do we eat better in the van? Yeah, we do, which is another ironic thing, is that, I mean, before van life, I never felt like I ate horrible, but like when I started doing van life, it changes the way you eat. I feel like it kind of forces you to eat better, because if you don't eat good, you feel like crap, number one, and you are uncomfortable. And so also, like, we don't eat as much meat, and I think it's mainly because like in the van we don't want to have too much meat in there, because there's more risk for like if our propane goes out, or because it just takes longer to make, or just things like that. So we eat a lot of vegan colorful dishes, but we still eat a lot of variety of things. We're not vegan or vegetarian. We don't have any strict diets, but we definitely eat a lot of vegetables and salmon, dried foods, you know, dried fruits and nuts and oats and all kinds of stuff. And it's great. It's fast to make, very tasty, gives us energy, and it's simple, you know. So let me see who else is on here. Somebody said, "Is Carter's dad okay with you guys living in a van?" I didn't ask Carter's dad for permission to live in a van. So to answer your question, I have my life and he has his, and we raise our son together, and anything outside of that is like none of each other's business, honestly. So Carter's dad has been in our van. He's sat in our van. He knows about our lifestyle. We don't have anything to hide or anything like that. He really didn't say too much, when we started doing van life. I think he probably had his own opinions, but, I think he thought it was cool when we ended up in the magazines. So, let me see what else you guys saying. Okay, William, I can't tell you. Not just you, but I can't tell just because, like, for safety reasons. But you'll find out if you watch me closely. No, it's not. I said that because we're friends on Facebook, and you're more inclined to know exactly where I am. But okay, anyways, I want to make sure I'm answering everybody's questions in here. And then I'm going to have to jump off. Oh my goodness, this is always so hard. Like every time it's time for me to get offline, more people show up and I'm like, oh my God. Okay, so anyways, I see someone said that I should go online more often. I totally would, and I used to a lot. If you're my loyals on this channel, then I used to go live. We used to go live all over the place anytime. We would have the worst signal in the world and we still be going live. Only reason why we don't now is just because we got a lot of moving parts going on in our life, and we don't have the most reliable signal all the time. And we noticed it seems like if we go live, or I go live too much, that we actually start losing subscribers because a lot of our subscribers like our edited content. I don't know, but I really enjoy going live because it's like quick. You guys, we get to interact. I can tell you what's going on. It's like really social. But people like to, they like quick and informative videos. So, I don't know. But William, you should start a YouTube channel. You should start a cool YouTube channel. See, I can see this. This should be your poster. I can see this. This reminds me of something that you would probably like, or something like that. But anyways, I can see you starting a YouTube channel. Being something like exotic and about like primal, male being more in touch with their nature and stuff. Let me stop. Okay, so I'll be going live though, guys. And you guys know I still show up. Just make sure you tap that bell so that you know when I go live, because I go live randomly a lot of times. I just don't announce it. So anyways, I gotta get off of here before my phone dies. But I want to let you guys know how much I love you. I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you guys again. You are absolutely amazing to me. I hope that you all have a fantastic weekend. Please continue to share our story. I hope that it inspires you and your family to just live life to the fullest, overcome obstacles, and just have a great time. Just life is meant to be enjoyed. Like, we need to make the best out of it. So, why not? So anyway, all right, guys, I love you. This is Bianca and Chili. Look, sleep back there. We are signing off. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.